What is beauty? Due to this question falling within the purview of the conundrums of philosophy, everyone has their own answers. Usually when people are asked to think about something beautiful, their mind will conceive of something material, something that can be observed. Perhaps a sunset, a person, a meadow of flora. These answers are correct, in the sense that such a subjective question cannot have incorrect answers. One man's junk is another man's treasure after all, and of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
You have the most incredible neck. It's like a sexy goose.
However, I posit to you that beauty is more than an object, more than something that can be touched, observed, or transferred. What ties together the examples I mentioned before? What do sunsets, people, and meadows have in common? Is it life? Perhaps. The sun grants us life on this space rock, hurtling through a solar system, through a galaxy, through a universe so uncaring and bleak. We are alive as people. Our consciousness inhabits the form of a person through billions of years of cause and effect, a set of exact circumstances that have an incomprehensible chance of ever happening, and yet they did. A meadow reminds us that nature itself needs not our existence to flourish, and even on a planet being destroyed by forces completely outside of its control, life finds a way. Is it colour? Perhaps. The oranges, the pinks, the violet twilights, painting a previously sapphire sky to reward another day complete. The human race, as different and diverse as we are, still exist and coexist. Our uniqueness meaning we all stand out, even amongst billions of others. The meadow's lush greens, reds, browns, testament to its tenacity. Perhaps colour is a component of life itself. I could go on. Why I chose these specifically, however, a sunset, a person, a meadow, they are all ephemeral, temporary. They come and go. Each time they come back, we marvel. A sunset lasts a few minutes, a person, decades usually, a meadow, maybe centuries if it's lucky. Beauty is temporary, and temporary is beautiful. Mono no aware. Of Heian period literature from Japan, mono no aware literally translates to the pathos of things, and is also translated as a sensitivity to ephemera, or an empathy towards things. It is essentially the awareness and acceptance that things come and go, they live and die, nothing lasts forever. In Japanese culture, this is typically relevant with cherry blossoms. Cherry blossoms are not chosen for their relative aesthetics compared to other trees, rather the fact that buds bloom and petals fall within a fortnight. Ephemerality prevents mundanity. If everyone looked beautiful, nobody would. If the sunset lasted forever, nobody would look. If a cherry blossom tree bloomed all year, nobody would choose to sit under it. I find that the best pieces of media involve the concept of mono no aware, from music to paintings to films and games. A good example being the band known as The Midnight, who uses the phrase as their motto.
I fell in love with the feeling and your funny faces. You were beautiful and broken in all the right places. I'm sorry that I can't stay, and I'm sorry we're like years away.
Millions behind, or light years ahead. Our time is now, our time was then. And I hear your voice inside of my head, but it's just a silhouette.
A universal human struggle is learning how and when to let go of something dear and meaningful to us. It's difficult knowing that you'll never get to experience something you enjoy again, but it's such a fundamental part of existing that we need to come to peace with it as early as possible. The Witcher 3 highlights this exceptionally well with one of its endings, where the adopted child that the main character Geralt, and subsequently you, spend 2/3 of the game looking for, and the rest of the time bonding with, rides off with strangers to pursue her destiny as Empress of the North. Ciri doesn't want to leave Geralt. She doesn't want to close this chapter of her life, but she knows she must. It's only fitting that it takes place in winter, the end of the year, and yet in White Orchard, the very start of your journey. Something ends, something begins. BoJack Horseman achieves something similar. The main message of the show is that there is no such thing as a happy ever after. Life is in constant flux between the good and the bad, and you can't live in a time where everything seemed perfect, nor can you force said times to appear. Time's arrow marches forward. This is also why New Year's is my favourite holiday. You look back on the year you've had, all of the moments that have been and gone, now only in your head, or perhaps stored in a more reliable way like picture or video. The moments you never realised would mean so much, and the moments you wish never happened. They can't be changed. Experiences start and end, live and die. But with ending of one means potential for a start for an infinite number of possibilities. The best things in life aren't free, they're temporary.
Oh, that was so good. So